What's going on YouTube, it's Jason, and in today's video I'm going to be going through 5 things your parents taught you that are making you fat.
What do you mean, Jason?
Sorry Mum. Now of course, they meant well, but they're probably just teaching you what they learned from their parents, for better or for worse. At the end of the day, they're not nutritionists and coaches. Biscuits. Oh my gosh, I was looking for a biscuit tin. We've gone up in the world. Now we're in Tupperware, it's 2023. Tupperware or plastic box? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, that biscuit tin as a kid. Biscuit tin, nostalgic. This is what I used to go to every time for comfort. Now the first thing our parents taught us was how to have a treat. I can remember when I was growing up, anytime I did something good, I was rewarded with biscuits or chocolate. Or if I was upset or feeling poorly, if I'd been to the dentist or doctors, it would be like, here's a treat. Definitely a sucker for all things Biscoff, in moderation of course. The reason why having a treat or this treat yourself mentality is detrimental is because we take this attitude into adulthood. And it means that when things go well, let's say we get a promotion, we reward ourselves with alcohol and food. And when things don't go so well, let's say we break up with a partner, we treat ourselves to ice cream and alcohol. Now the problem with this is that these aren't calories that we consume consciously. They're all unconscious calories. So we'll probably consume breakfast, lunch and dinner as normal and then consume these calories on top. You can imagine, if that keeps happening, how easily that leads to weight gain. The next thing our parents taught us is to buy everything that's on offer. So here we have the single crunchy for a grand total of 75 pence. Absolutely extortionate. They were like 30p growing up. And the 4-pack for £1.65. So as you can see, I got the single crunchy bar. I'll explain why in a bit. So despite it being more expensive, why did I only get one crunchy? Well, it comes down to portion control. If I were to buy the 4-pack, yes, if you do the maths, it would be cheaper. But that then leaves me with 4 crunchies to get rid of. If I only buy the one, even though it's more expensive, I can just have that one and move on with my life. I remember when I was at Krispy Kreme's, I think it was something like £2 for one donut or 5 for 5. And I said, I'd just have the £2 for one donut. And the guy was really surprised. He was like, I said £5 for 5. It'll come down to £1 each, half price. I don't care. I would have to then get rid of the 5 donuts and we'll probably end up smashing them all in 1 or 2 days, even though I'll buy them to have one a day. So this is something our parents taught us. Always go for the cheap one, try and save money, buy something when on offer, but you're much better off spending a little bit more for one portion if it helps you apply portion control. So the next thing our parents taught us is good food versus bad food. Now this is a sensible idea because we need to know as kids what is healthy and not healthy. But the problem with that is that no one speaks about portion control. So for example, the food that I'm eating here is wholemeal pasta, chicken breast and vegetables. Now this is a very healthy meal, but this is 1,000 calories because look at the size of the bowl. So good food versus bad food can be helpful, but when it comes to fat loss, it's unhelpful because we first need to address the calorie question. Of course, I figured out my calories and macro goals and made this work, but if someone else ate this, it's not processed, it's all cooked from fresh, but it's 1,000 calories, and they'll probably be confused as to why they're gaining weight. And the 4th thing our parents taught us was to eat till we're full up. I remember when I was growing up, every time I'd eat a meal, mum or dad would ask me, are you full? If I said yes, that would be enough. If I said no, they would then give me a 2nd or 3rd portion. Now the problem with that is that you end up overeating. In reality, what we ought to do if we want to manage our calories and go on a fat loss journey is eat till we're about 70% full. And the rest of it should really be space or water. If you think about gut health and all the digestion issues that come about by people stuffing their faces, it happens when people eat too much. And the final thing is not to snack between meals. Now I understand where this advice comes from because obviously if you snack between meals, you're going to be too full to eat your dinner. But as you become an adult, going from like 12 o'clock lunchtime to 6 p.m. is a long time to go without food. Snacking between meals is absolutely fine, provided it works within your calories for the day. Also, no one actually speaks about what that snack is. You know, when you're younger, don't snack between meals. What if it's an apple? So mum, dad, here I am in girls. I'm eating a bad food. I'm also snacking in between meals in that I've already had my breakfast. So all these rules are well-meaning, but ultimately it's about balance. If the 80% is right, the 20% shouldn't matter. So that's everything. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, let me know how you found it. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.